trades into these AI agents and what Gen AI companies are attempting to do with LLMs and stuff like that. Similarly, there's a lot of transformation occurring on web applications. People going from just basic HTTP2 applications to Web3 applications, HTTP3 applications using more advanced language and programmatic architectures that enable speed, enhance efficiency, and increase optionality for end users. We also see companies backing these investments with priorities. For example, there's a recent Gartner study that shows 90% of IT leaders expect to increase their AI investments into 2026. 84% plan to do the same for security. 70% want to do for application modernization, and so on. And any customers that you're going to meet in the market uh, are going to be, are going to be thinking along the same lines. Despite expected investment in all these priorities, overall IT budgets are expected to remain flat. They're about 2.8% this year. They're down from 5% last year. That means that companies will have to cut corners. They'll have to hear about. The first is the complexity and expansion of corporate network. Historically, organizations built very centralized private networks, but the cloud and internet blew all that up. And AI is doing the same thing. In response, organizations generally either kept their security and network stacks centralized or decentralized all of those functions across multiple point solutions. Point solutions, that's the keyword. I'll come back to that. But either way, organizations have to make trade-offs between critical IT requirements and the traditional methods of looking at IT, which is cost, security, user experience, resiliency, and organizational agility. That's the bad news. That's the difficulty that the companies today that are going to be facing, the companies that we'll be meeting with in the field. But here's the good news. The good news is that Cloudflare can help resolve these tensions. And we do it with our connectivity cloud. Please remember phrase number one, point solutions. Phrase number two, connectivity cloud. What's connectivity cloud? Connectivity cloud is a unified, intelligent digital platform that enhances how organizations connect, protect, and build their digital environments. I'll repeat that. Connectivity Cloud is a unified, intelligent digital platform that enhances how organizations connect, protect, and build their digital environments. We have a very easy to use interface. Our programmable cloud native services provide secure, low latency, and infinitely scalable connectivity across applications, global user and customer bases, APIs, and hybrid networks. Now, what is Connectivity Cloud? Is this all a jargon? What is exactly underneath Connectivity Cloud? And if I have to dig a couple of layers deeper and speak to people in the room here, you see the diagram is showing a bunch of people. There are users, there's public cloud, there's public internet, there's SaaS applications, there's branch office, and enterprise networks. And in the middle of all of this is our connectivity cloud, is a Cloudflare Connectivity Cloud. Now, how is Cloudflare Connectivity Cloud going to orchestrate all of these different functions to work together for you as a company? Is what I'm going to discuss over the next 5 minutes, and that will be the agenda and the end of my presentation. Any questions so far?
David, we have kept our session for Q&A towards the end, so I think if you can proceed with the proceed.
Sure, sure. Hoping you can still see my screen.
Yes, we are able to see.
Okay. All right. So here's what Connectivity Cloud is underneath. And we categorize ourselves into different swim lanes. Anytime somebody builds a product, like an AWS built a product or a Google built a product called GCP, they don't go and sell AWS or they don't go and sell Google Cloud. Similarly, Cloudflare also doesn't try to be everything for everybody. We have our own swim lanes, and we portray expertise in different swim lanes. And these are the different swim lanes that we find our expertise in, and we say this is where this is what will help you perceive and identify Cloudflare as the appropriate solution provider for you and your companies in the field, right? As partners. I'll start from the bottom up, right? uh, we have a totally programmable network. We call, Cloudflare has over 330 POPs all over the world. And the most important point about the Cloudflare product versus any other product is that we don't do service chaining. Every single POP, every single server across the globe runs every single service. So a user connecting to a Cloudflare resource from Mumbai is going to get their DNS, is going to get their CDN, is going to get their WAF, is going to get their bot management, API, load balancing, um, and everything associated. All the solutions that you're seeing on the screen, they're going to get everything from the Mumbai POP, right? That's point number one to note. Point number two, point number one also includes that we've got massive distribution, 330 plus cities. And if you do the math, we are about, we are about in 5 milliseconds away. We are about 5 milliseconds away from 95% of the internet using market in the world. We have about 16 POPs across India in Cloudflare, and then that number is expected to increase by at least 10 more by the end of the year 2026. That's what the infrastructure is looking like. And it's totally programmable. We try and run as much AI and machine learning and threat intelligence as possible. The other interesting thing about Cloudflare is that it started as a freemium product. So anybody can go and sign up as a free customer today on Cloudflare and put their website on Cloudflare. And that way we have procured and we've started seeing about 20% of the internet right now. 20% of the world's internet is seen by Cloudflare. Now that also comes with a massive advantage, and that advantage is that we get the opportunity of building a massive network intelligence. The last words that you're seeing on this slide, the threat and network intelligence are second to none if you choose Cloudflare as your solution provider. We block the biggest DDoS attacks. We block the recent one. We have yeah the recent one was about 370, sorry, excuse me, about 40 Tbps, and we've got 10 times hours every cloudflare.com and look at all the places that Cloudflare is in. Uh, on top of this, we position ourselves to provide network services. So if you have traditionally sold, network in the past, you're looking at are layer 3 connectivity and layer 4 connectivity under the network services. So you see network as a service, firewall as a service, layer 3, layer 4 DDoS protection, network interconnect, smart routing, IDS and IPS. These are nothing but your DDoS connectivity. Like, think of, traditionally Arbor networks used to be there in the market. TCS and traditional telcos provide uh, a DDoS protection service for internet traffic. We call that as Magic Transit, Cloudflare Magic Transit. So if you're a customer and if you've got end users who use your product on the internet, you can use our Magic Transit. Now that's for external facing customers. For internal facing customers, I don't have to introduce to you MPLS based SD-WAN solutions. We have what we call as Cloudflare WAN. It's totally software based. We've also got appliances if required, but we try and push to ensure that you're as software based as possible, as cloud based as possible. So that way, all your branch connectivity doesn't have to rely on expensive traditional MPLS connectivity. With a very good, reliable, even 10 gig Mbps, 10 gig 5 Mbps, 50 Mbps connection, you'll be able to run a branch by onboarding it, on ramping it to Cloudflare using our uh, Cloudflare WAN solution. That's to give you a brief about the network services. We also have a firewall as a service comparable to Palo Alto's next gen firewall and things like that. So moving on from network services, you've got on the left side the SASE daemon. On the in the middle, you've got application services and application security, and then on the right side, you've got developer services. I'll quickly touch upon these because I'm at the end of my time. SASE is going to protect everything your company requires. In the past, we've acquired massive companies. Massive companies that protect customers, internal employees of customers. Think of ZTNA, think of Web Gateway, think of CASB, CASB integrations with you know any SaaS applications out there. Email security. Our email security is pretty unique. You should take a look at it if you're interested. You've got DLP, you've got best in class RBI. RBI is one of our RBI is one of our strong points, and we tend to take out Zscaler and Netscope and Palo Alto with our RBI solution because we have a totally different RBI engineering mechanism versus any of these other providers. That's SASE for you. I don't have to introduce it to you. I'm sure you're already familiar unless you're living under a rock. And I'll move on to application services and application security. Application services and application security traditionally, we started out as a CD and DNS company, but given how much threat exists out there, we expanded ourselves to provide origin shield. So you've got origins. We will provide your origin with MTLS. On top of that, we can provide enablement services like load balancing, and we can do WAF and rate limiting. With rate limiting, bot management, WAF and rate limiting and bot management tend to be negative security, meaning we know the threat, so we're going to block the threat. API protection are going to be positive security, meaning this is what security should look like, and we're going to block this. We're going to block bad actors out of your network. That's to give you a rough about application services and application security. We also have very modern, very upscale AI security for applications. Uh, we are able to protect your applications against so we're also able to help monetize that. We have a totally different offering, and if you're interested in AI security, I suggest that we have a call separately. Lastly, we have developer services. We're not trying to be everything for everybody, but we have amazing solutions with us. If you know EC2, we have equivalent of that called Workers. If you know Lambda, excuse me, yeah, if you know EC2, we don't have something like EC2, but we've got Lambda equivalent, and that is called containers, Cloudflare containers. And we have got something more advanced than regular containers-based technology, and that we call that workers. I mean, less than 5 millisecond startup time. You're able to run quick, quick JavaScripts and applications based on, based on JavaScript and any front-end applications you're able to use workers for and build applications against. We also have agentic AI-based AI inference, AI gateway. You're able to build full stack applications. We've got a database of our own. We've got KV, key vault service of our own, and we've got our own media optimization and delivery portfolio of products. So that's to introduce to you what Cloudflare is. And in summary, this is what I'll say. We there is a digital imperative. We started the session with these 6 mandates that we are seeing with most of our customers in the market. And on the right side, we've got all these, different fancy ways of, proving to you that we are more than capable of handling whatever you throw at us in form of network and security and application services and developers. What I want to tell you going from here is that in the market, you're going to meet customers who are going to be using number one, point solutions. We are not going to be everything, but we're going to try and consolidate everything for the customer. That's point number one. Point number two, we call ourselves Connectivity Cloud. We've got a portfolio of products, but we don't do service chaining. Every single service runs on every single server at Cloudflare. So looking at application services, developer, SASE, DLS, AI, all of these are going to be available where the end user is going to be available. And like I told you, we are within 5 milliseconds of 95% of the world's internet using customers. With that, I will pass it on to the next speaker. If you have any questions, I'll wait until the end of the session to respond to those questions. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, David, for introducing Cloudflare. And I hope team got a very fair idea about the different offering from the Cloudflare, their presence in the market. Now we are, as David mentioned very clearly, that even though we are offering pinpoint products, but at the end of the day, customer don't want to manage multiple different vendors. They are looking for the consolidations, and keeping those things in the mind, we have come up with the concept with the package of, where we have created this package keeping in mind as per the customer requirement. So, very good morning once again. Myself, Santosh Mora. I'm working in Tech Data as a senior consultant, and I'm going to help you with any inquiries coming from the Cloudflare perspectives. Let it be pre-sales, any lead coming. I can help you with the qualification of the leads, helping with the customer presentation, customer meetings, and we can help you with the POC demo also, right? So let's go ahead with the solutions. So Cloudflare has created packages keeping customer requirement in mind, and we have created 3 different packages. So first package, if you can see, is talking about the external facing systems, where we are referring the something which is exposed to the public. And if you can see, we are having 2 services: network services and application services. So these are our first package, which talks about the something which is exposed to outside world. Second package talks about something which is the internal solutions for the internal employees, right? And third package is for the developers. Uh, and this all from one network, one platform from Cloudflare only. So when we are talking about the packages, external packages, this is mostly for the web traffic, and we want to ensure that this traffic is optimized to enhance the user experience along with the securities. We don't want to compromise anything. So whenever any customer is going to host their web server on our cloud platform, we will ensure that user experience is better and all the security is going to taken care. At the same time, when we are talking about the internal applications, uh, uh, you're aware of the SASE platform, right? Where a lot of competition are there. And in fact, all the vendors are nowadays offering SASE solutions. Now, the biggest differentiator is we are offering a platform which is going to enhance the user experience. Uh, as David has mentioned, we are available close to the users with lowest latency of less than 5 milliseconds, right? Which is going to talk about the our presence at the user, close to users. At the same time, if you see your servers are located at a different locations, so we are going to ensure that we are having the caching mechanism to cache the content of the servers near to the users, right? Along with that, of course, we are offering security also. And the last one is the developer platform. So let's go a little bit more in terms of the packages. So when we call about the external packages, we are going to include the network services, which is uh, which is talking about the connectivity from users till the application layer. And the second one is the application services, which is talking about the security part. Now, we have divided the packages as per the customer requirement into three different packages. One is the Essentials package, where we are offering the priorities content delivery network, CDN part. Then we are also offering the WAF to protect the web application, protect the top 10 OAP uh, uh, services. And then we are also offering advanced DDoS. We app-based rate limiting to define how much traffic should be allowed coming from one single IP addresses. We can also offer the foundational DNS to enhance the user experience, advanced certificate management. So a lot of time we have seen that certificate on the web server got expired, and then people cannot access that. So we will manage that certificate part, and automatically that certificate will keeps on releasing. We are also having the bot management, where we are going to dynamically choose what methods to be used to identify the incoming request, and based on that we are going to challenge that. And we are also having the smart routing to ensure that user experience is always better. And and a lot of times we have seen number of requests coming on the web server is more, right? Let's say in case of sale going on, number of requests are more, and that's going to impact the user experience and the server performance. So we are having a concept of waiting room, where additional or content which is going to be uploaded on the web server by the users. So that is also we are going to take care. Apart of that, a lot of applications are using other services, and they are calling other servers based on the API. So we can have the API security also in place, which is going to ensure that other servers can access your servers as per the access defined, not more than that. Then we are also having the bot management, where we can understand what is the good bot and the bad bot. Along with that, we are having API callers, right? Sorry, there are a lot of callers who scan your servers and update their database for the marketing perspective also, right? So we are having the mechanism to understand which are good business crawler, so that we can allow them, and bad we can restrict. At the same time, we are also having the client-side security with the help of our page shield purpose, and we are also having the advanced rate limiting to understand and control these scanning of the content on the web server. Let's say a sale is going on, and if someone scan your pages and then going to publish on their website with a smaller cost, right? That's going to impact your business. So we are having that rate limiting feature also with this. That's available with the advanced. And then we are also having the premium support, where we are also offering layer 3 DDoS protection, Firewall-as-a-Service, and layer 3 smart routing. So these are the different packages created as per the customer need. We are also having the lighter version. Let's say if a customer is having only one web server he want to host, then he can go with the Pro. And in case if he's looking for something more, then he can go with the business also. So these are the packages we have created considering the applications. Now, what are the benefit of that? Now here we are going to charge you for the clean traffic. What I mean, in case of something exposed on the internet, there's a lot of malicious traffic is also coming towards your server, right? We are going to block at our Cloudflare level. And what are the clean traffic we are going to charge you? This is bringing the value to you. We are also helping you with the vendor consultation, so that you need to manage only the Cloudflare, and everything will be able to do. So this is going to give you better total cost of ownership. And along with that, we are also offering with external package 50 internal essential seats. It means I was talking about the SASE, right? So you'll get 50 seats along with that, so that you can have the 30-60 degrees security across your organizations for these users. And as per your requirement, you can of course increase more. So that's from the external package perspective. Now from the internal solution perspective, we are talking about internal applications which is exposed to our internal employees, right? And in that we have created three different packages. One is the Essentials, Advanced, and Premium. So in Essentials, this is where we are offering the zero trust network access, ZTNA. Nowadays, ZTNA is a word where everyone wants to implement that. But the biggest challenge is how to implement. And we are here to support you in the terms of implementing the ZTNA. We are in the secure web gateway. Now, in secure web gateway, we are offering you first the DNS securities, where your malicious traffic will be filtered at the DNS level only. Then we are having the access layer, where we are going to define what you can access. And then next is the application layer, where we can define what type of application should be allowed, right? So we are offering the complete securities from the secure web gateway perspective. Then we also have the CASB feature to control your SaaS applications, DLP to protect your data at rest and data in motion, digital experience monitoring to give you the actual root cause of the issues what user is facing in terms of accessing the applications, along with the root cause so that you can fix in a real-time basis. And then network as a service, we call it magic man, and then firewall-as-a-service. So these are all included as an essential package. Then we are also in the next package, which is called advanced, where we have included the email securities. Now, email, I mean, for the internal employees, if you see other vendors, they are offering SSE, where they are including everything. But email, no one is touching what. Now, what we feel attacks, I mean, any attacker can reach to a user via two methods. One, via the systems, from if you're talking about the internet, it can be via the email or the web server. Now, web server we have protected. Now, email is also we can protect. So whenever any user is going to click anything on the email, if they, let's say there's a small hyperlink is there, and if user will click, we can ensure that that link opens in the remote browser isolation, where he can see the content, but nothing will be downloaded on the local desktops, right? And we are also having the mechanism to scan the email before it get delivered on your mailbox. And we are also having the post delivery scanning also, so that if something not identified and it's identified at a later stage, still we can clean that email from the user mailboxes. That's also possible. And then the last one is the Premier, where we are having the MDR services and the smart housing, right? So let's say in case if someone is looking for a smaller package, then we are also having pay as you grow model, where we are limiting in terms of number of static IPs or the rules he can configure, number of days the logs will be available. But yes, we are having the packages for all the customers, little bit small, big, or looking for premium solutions. We are having anything for them. So when we talk about the value of our packages, so we are going to charge the users based on the one simple price. What I mean to say, we are having our presence across the globe, and users from any locations can connect to the nearest POP. And we are not going to charge him separately across the regions. It's the same flat price, and everything included from a single vendor. So from data perspectives, we are going to help you with the marketing team. So in case if you want to drive any initiatives in terms of generating the leads, or you want to do customer roundtable, or maybe the Blaze Day, we are having all the relevant content which we can provide you so that you can run that program. And our marketing team is going to support you in terms of idiom, in terms of script, calling script, or anything, whatever you feel, we can help you with that. Now, when it comes to pre-sales, we are having pre-sales team available in Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. So whatever type of support you need, we are there to help you. Let it be conducting internal training session for your team. Let's say identifying the opportunities, lead qualifications, or any POCs demo. We are there to help you out. Along with that, once solution is sold and you feel you need our support in terms of implementation, we are there to help you out with that also. Now, let me summarize our discussion. So you can see on the screen. So Cloudflare is having the presence in 120 plus countries in 320 different cities, and this is increasing day by day. So users wherever connected, he will always connect to the nearest POP as per the performance. And we are having 150 plus POP, which is powered by the GPU also. so that we can enhance the user experience. And if you see, we are processing around 280 terabyte per second. I mean, this is the volume what we are scanning, right? So you can understand 20% of internet traffic is scanned by the Cloudflare. So we are having the largest volume of data, and based on that, we are having our enhanced signatures in terms of the bot, in terms of malicious domain, malicious IP addresses. And the biggest thing is latency less than 50 milliseconds at the user level, right? So these are unique differentiator. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for your time. We are open for any questions, whatever support you need, so any queries you are having, we can answer that. Thanks so much. Jay bhai, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Santoshi, for your insight. We have Kunal Agrawal with us from Cloudflare. Kunal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Hi, Dheeraj.
Hi.
Sorry for joining late. Hi, everyone. This is Kunal Agrawal. I'm the account manager from Cloudflare, based in Delhi NCR, handling commercial set of customers across north and east of India. So